What's going on, guys? It's Cody from Pacers Gaming back with another brand new video. You guys have requested more information on badges, so we're starting a badge tier list series. Without further ado, this version of the series, first episode, we're doing lockdown defenders and defense/rebounding badges. So who better than Wolf to jump into this one? You ready?
Yep, let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. There's going to be 4 tiers. We're going to go through all the badges, and Wolf's going to rank each badge into which tier and maybe explain a little bit about why he thinks that badge belongs in that tier. So first, let's start with box. Wolf, what do you think about the badge box?
So box is pretty self-explanatory. It allows you to hold the box out longer. So when you're in lockdown, you're not going to be really boxing out that much, because you're going to be guarding the wing, you're going to be wanting to leak it out, you know. You could make an argument that you may want to box out on the offense, maybe grab offensive boards, but I don't really think you need it. So I'm going to put this badge at tier 3.
Tier 3.
Because this is more of a big man, you know, power forward-esque kind of badge, and you shouldn't want to waste any badge points if you're locked down on this.
Gotcha. Awesome. Awesome. There we go. First tier 3 badge. Let's move on. Brick wall. What do you think about brick wall as a lock?
So brick wall, another big man badge. You don't want to put this on. I have this at tier 4. Brick wall allows you to set, you know, bigger screens and get better animations, and you're not going to be setting a lot of screens if you're locked down. So you don't want to waste any badge points on this as well.
Awesome. Good deal. Good deal. Let's move on. Chase down artist.
Now this is an interesting badge. Chase down. It was it's been bad in 2Ks for a lot of years, but this year it's actually really, really good. And why I say this is because it activates in a half-court set. When you're playing half-court defense, and let's say the point guard, you know, goes right by you, and you have to chase them down and get that block. If you have chase down artists on, you get better animations like LeBron-esque animation, you know, where he just jumps out the moon and gets a block. So I have chase down at tier 2. Why I have it at tier 2 is because I only put it on bronze on my player, just to activate the animations to trigger. So I don't want a Hall of Fame. I don't want it gold. I just want it bronze, so my player has it on, and he has access to those animations.
Gotcha. Interesting. That's a great point. That's a great point. All right. What about clamps? I have a feeling this one might be pretty high up there.
Yeah, clamps is super important. So clamps is a tier 1 badge. Gotta have it on purple, Hall of Fame. Clamps allows you to stay in front of the ball handler, and if you don't have clamps on, you're going against a pure playmaker. A lot of these playmakers have Hall of Fame first step, Hall of Fame, tight handles, whatever. They will blow right past you. So if you have clamps, it allows you to stay in front of the ball handler more, makes them pick up the dribble more, gives you better bump animation. So that's a must-have tier 1.
Tier 1, first tier 1 badge of the series. Love it, love it. Yeah. All right, what about defensive leader? We've had quite a few people ask about this badge. I'm curious what you have to say about it.
So this is what I call a team player badge. I mean, it's a badge that you throw on, and if you have it Hall of Fame, you can see the percentages of the shots, of the make percentage of each of the offensive players where they're standing. So I guess that's kind of useful, but I mean, not really. And then it also gives a +4 to every single defensive attribute for your team.
Yep.
So it's a team player badge. If you want to throw it on, you have extra badges, maybe, but I don't use it because I feel like it's not as effective as floor general, which is the offensive counterpart to this badge. So I have defensive leader at tier 3.
Okay. What about Heart Crusher? I haven't seen this badge used very often. What do you think about Heart Crusher?
Heart Crusher is interesting. It's a badge that if you get a steal, a block, or any highlight defensive play on the offensive player, it takes down some of their takeover meter. I started with this badge off in the beginning. I put it like on bronze, silver, but I felt like those badge points could have been used as something more effective that will activate more, like I don't know, like tireless defender or throw it on chase down or something.
Sure.
So I have Heart Crusher at tier 3. It's not a bad badge, but I still think there's better badges that you can put the points into, more effective.
Okay. What about Interceptor?
Now this badge is interesting. I've been labbing a whole bunch of different levels for this badge. Interceptor allows you to have better pass lane animations.
Mm-hmm.
So in bronze, it really doesn't give you better animations. Silver is okay. Gold is really good. You get way better animation. Like you'll catch the ball. Your guy will lunge at the ball better.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Hall of Fame is excessive.
Mm-hmm.
I have this badge on gold,
Mm-hmm.
and I have it as a tier 2 just to be in the passing lanes, get better animations. I think it's perfect at gold.
Gotcha. Interesting. It's interesting how you've already labbed some of that stuff out to know where you need to have the badge leveled up to.
Right, the threshold of the badge. Yeah,
exactly.
That's really important. Yeah.
That's a secret. You're not getting that anywhere else but here. I'm telling you. All right. What about Intimidator?
Intimidator is essentially the defensive stopper this year. So Intimidator, if you contest the shot and you have Intimidator at a high, gold or Hall of Fame, it makes it harder for that shot to go in.
Mm-hmm.
So I recommend either having it on gold or Hall of Fame. It's definitely a tier 1 badge. Of course, it's a must-have. Right now, currently, I have it on gold. I'm just lapping it up, but I think the minimum should be gold on this badge, and you could, play around with it. But I think it's a must-have tier 1.
Gotcha. Awesome. What about Moving Truck? I love the name of that badge.
Moving Truck, that's another big man badge. You're not going to want to waste badge points on this badge. It's a tier 4 for me.
Okay.
I'm not going to want to throw this on unless you're playing big man or guarding the corner on the power forward, playing it before. But on lockdown, you don't want this.
Okay.
Save your points.
Good to know. You said tier 4, right?
Tier 4, yeah.
Tier 4. Okay. What about Off-Ball Pest?
Now, Off-Ball Pest is interesting. Now, you could be two different type of locks, right? You could be an on-ball lock, bumpy, pressing, or you could be an off-ball lock. You guard the second ball handler sharp. So if you're an off-ball lock, I recommend you throw this on at least to silver. It makes it harder for the offensive player to dex, move around. Sometimes a lot of teams like to run off-ball wraps or, different types of screens for the sharps. And if you have off-ball pass on, it makes his life very difficult. So if you're playing an off-ball lock, throw this on at least to silver. And I have it ranked tier 3 right now, but it's still a good badge, though. It's really good.
Awesome.
Depending on the situation.
Sure. Great to know. What about Pick Dodger?
Oh, this is a must-have, tier 1, no question, purple. Brick Wall is super OP this year. You need all the help you can get, so throw this badge on purple. Still try to avoid screens, though. You use your stick skill to go under, over screens, whatever the case may be. Another thing I noticed, I'm not sure this is a glitch in the game, but try to avoid turboing into screens because it'll give you a personal foul. Like your player will just throw an elbow at the screen setter and it'll give them a personal foul, sometimes even a free throw. So I'm not sure if this is a glitch or, I don't know. But just try to avoid turboing into the screen setter. It'll give you a personal foul. But anyway, Pick Dodger, tier 1, purple, must have.
Awesome. What about Pickpocket?
Pickpocket, another tier 1, purple, must have. This allows you to get better steal animations, pluck the ball. Definitely want this up to purple. That's it. I mean, you get more steals is what you want to, what you want to do. You want to cause havoc.
Awesome.
Lockdown.
Put it down, right?
Yeah, put it down. Yeah.
All right. What about Pogo Stick? I'm interested in this badge too.
Now, Pogo is really interesting. It's a really good badge, I think. Definitely for a big man. If you're a big man, you want this on at least silver, gold. As a lockdown, so now I have 2 different locks. I have a 6'8" and I have a 6'5". On my 6'8", I put on Pogo Silver. Why I put Pogo Silver is because, I'm a bigger body. I have a high block. And I want to, let's say the point guard pump fakes in the paint and I jump. I have a quicker recovery time with Pogo Stick Silver. So Pogo right now is a tier 2 badge for me.
Wow, okay.
So if you're a bigger lockdown, you want to have this on at least bronze, at least.
Okay.
But if you're like a 6'5" quicker lockdown, maybe you don't want to use Pogo because your block is not that high. So I have a tier 2 though.
Awesome.
I think it's a really, really good badge.
I noticed when I was watching your stream last night, you were boarding up on your 6'8", and I think it was because of
love my
Pogo.
6'8". He's so good.
Yeah, awesome.
So good. Love that build.
All right, let's keep it rolling. What about post-move lockdown?
Post-move lockdown, that's another big man badge. That's a tier 4. Don't throw any badge points into that. Yeah, that's pretty much, it's to stop post move, post scores. You're not going to be guarded post scores. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your badge points. Tier 4.
Perfect. What about rebound chaser? Same thing, or do you use this one?
Nah, this is the rebound chaser. I actually have mine on purple.
Wow. Okay.
So this year, the lockdowns are kind of different because they group defense and rebounding into one category, right? So if you're a maxed out lockdown, your rebounding should be relatively high, at least mid 80s, high 80s. So you want to take advantage of that, right? So, I have a 6'8" lockdown. He has 97 defensive rebounding, and he has 82 offensive. So I'm going to take advantage of that, right? Those stats are really high. I'm 6'8". I have very high vertical. I'm a board up. I'm a board up straight up. So rebound chaser, I have a tier 2. Why I have a tier 2 though is because if you're a smaller lockdown, you're not gonna want to have it purple. Maybe throw it on silver just to get those, maybe long rebounds or whatever. But it's still a very good badge. I think you should have it on no matter what.
Wow.
And the tier, the tier of the, either Hall of Fame gold, silver, or bronze depends on your height. So if you're like 6'5", 6'6", maybe throw it on silver. But if you're 6'7" and up, I'll recommend at least gold.
Wow.
Just to utilize that rebounding. You get hella rebounds. Like I was playing comp games last night. I was averaging like 6 rebounds a game. Out the corner and offense, crashing on defense. So it's really, really useful, and I think rebound chaser is a must.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, moving on. What do you think about rim protector as a lock?
Now, this is another really, really good badge, and there's a secret. I'm not sure a lot of people know about this badge. So I have rim protector tier 1. On my 6'8" lock, I have it gold. On my 6'5", I have it silver. But the reason why it's so good is if you read the description, when you get a block, it says, obviously you get better animations. It gives, and the secret is when you get a block, the higher the tier of the badge, so if you have it gold or Hall of Fame, it's going to be way more effective. But it gives a boost to the takeover of your team. But like if you have gold, rim protector, or Hall of Fame, and you get a block, your whole team takeover is going to go up X amount.
Wow.
So that's something a lot of people don't know. I throw mine on gold. And I think it's a must-have badge no matter what height you are. Obviously, the taller you are, the more emphasis you want to put on rim protector because you have a better block. But it's a must-have badge. Just because the fact that you get better blocks and it gives a boost to your takeover and your team takeover if you get a block.
So that was another tier 1 too?
Yes, there's a tier 1, of course.
Okay. Wow. All right, 3 badges left. What do you think about tireless defender?
So tireless defender, it allows you to lose less energy when playing defense. It's a very important badge. I think you have this on at least gold. So it's another tier 1 badge. Allows you to have more stamina while playing defense. A new thing this year too is when you reach, you lose stamina. So let's say you're a spammer or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to have this badge on just so you have more stamina when you're playing defense, running through screens, whatever the case may be. So it's a tier 1, at least gold, no matter what height or whatever the case may be.
Very good. Very good. 2 left. What about Trapper?
Trapper is interesting. I'm currently labbing this one up. Still got a little more testing to do. But right now I have a tier 3. Essentially makes double teams more effective. You could really throw a good defensive scheme with this badge on. If you and your center have it on, you could like kind of hold LB or L1 on PS4 and constantly just try to force double teams. So me and Ramo are currently lapping this up still. But right now I have a tier 3. You could maybe throw it on, maybe bronze or silver if you have extra points. But right now, it's a little bit of a question mark, but tier 3 right now.
Awesome. And last but not least, Worm.
So Worm, I have it as a tier 2 badge. So Worm allows you to break box outs. So remember, let's go back to the rebounding thing I mentioned earlier. The defense and rebounding is together. Most lockdowns have a very high rebounding. And most of the time on offense, you have a point guard guarding you. And a point guard is not going to waste his 1 or 2 defensive badges on box.
Right.
Because box allows you to hold box outs more. So if you have Worm, this allows you to break the box outs and get the rebounds. So I have my Worm on silver, and this is good enough because, like I said, a lot of point guards are not going to waste their 1 or 2 defensive badges that they get on box.
Sure.
So if you have it to silver, you can break box outs more on the offensive rebounds and use that purple or gold rebound chaser you have to grab those offensive boards, get second chance points, whatever the case may be. So Worm is a tier 2 badge. I think it's a must-have on any lockdown build. Just because it gives you like that utility on offense to get those offensive rebounds, break box outs, and I think having it at least bronze or silver is really beneficial.
Great. All right, so that's all the defensive and rebounding badges I think for lockdowns. Thank you, Wolf. Let's run through them real quick. Give me your tier 1 badges.
On tier 1, I'll read my list real quick. It's a pickpocket, pick dodger, clamps, intimidator, rim protector, tireless.
Okay, and then tier 2?
Tier 2 is worm, chase down, interceptor, rebound chaser, pogo.
Okay, 3?
Tier 3 is heart crusher, off-ball pass, trapper, defensive leader, and box.
And last, what about tier 4?
The last is lightning reflexes, moving truck, post move lockdown, and brick wall.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for hanging out. Hopefully that helped you all out at home. Like we said in the intro, I think a lot of people have been looking for answers from pros just like this guy, so hope it helps. Would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments on this video. If you think of things a little bit differently or if you agree with Wolf, we'd love any feedback for sure so we could discuss. A lot more videos coming soon. This is the first of the 4 of our lockdown series badge tier. So more coming soon. We're about to film the next one, so stay tuned to our YouTube and social. They're going to be dropping soon. From Wolf and Cody, Pacers Gaming, we appreciate you tuning in. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.